What's up, 501? Let me share this. Wish there's a better way to do this. Group. Here we go. You can't look it up, can you?
No.
What's up, 501? Got Jimmy here. Somebody watching, so we must be on somewhere. Anthony, are we on 501? Think so. Got our special guest here. How beautiful it is. I probably should have polished it up a little bit. I didn't clean it up or nothing. But it's home where it belongs. Central Arkansas. We'll get into more of that later, but got a few tournaments. You have a good Thanksgiving, Jimmy?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you did probably because the Cowboys won.
Yeah. It's like the Dolphins, it's pretty much a lost season. So,
man, I was so mad. Like I was really like I had a good night Tuesday night cooking. Wednesday, I mean, was just fun around here. It was, hopping a little bit. Everybody's in the game room waiting on the Dolphins and Packers, and I had a good feeling about it, and just went.
Yeah.
I mean, just like they're soft. I mean, I equate them to the players that go to small tournaments just to win trophy boards. Like that's what that is. Soft. That's what they are.
Yeah, it's funny. The last 2 years, the bets we've had, with you, myself, and even Justin this past year, and all three of our teams, the Dolphins, Cowboys, and 49ers, going 12-5, 13-4, and now this year all three of our teams are 5-7.
All right, thank you, Anthony. Oh, I know they're horrible.
Yeah,
horrible. But anyway, I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Holiday season's upon us. With that said, since we're not doing our Christmas Slaughter Cup, Charles V's doing a Tours for Tots tournament next Saturday. I think the 14th. I think that's the date in Conway. So a free toy or bring an unwrapped toy. That's your entry fee. Go win some trophy boards. So help the kids out. I know we do that every year. Have a big Slaughter Cup. It just didn't. The 3 majors close in December. I don't know. Just the dates just didn't
jive.
Just didn't align this year. So we'll do a Winter Slaughter Cup. And with that being said, with the Winter Slaughter Cup, we're bringing back the old captains who have won a Slaughter Cup. So Brandon's got the list, but I think it's like Jordan, Charles V, me, Zookeeper. I don't know. Everybody that's won a Slaughter Cup is going to be a captain. So, and then this summer we'll open it up to a different group or something.
So does that mean Seth as well?
Seth is if Seth plays, he will be a captain. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to. Have to confirm that, but like to have him back.
Jeff Clifton.
So if you're interested in playing the Slaughter Cup, please get signed up. Let me know. Let Brandon know. Get it sent over. We're going to try to get a bigger venue. Working on 2 different venues right now. So get signed up for Winter Slaughter Cups. We have to draft teams. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. People are going to drop out. We're going to have to pick people up. So the sooner you get signed up and paid, the better off we are to fill the rosters out, have the draft, get the team set. I mean, it's just time consuming to do all this stuff. It's hard to do at the last minute. Anyway, to the tournaments. 11-18 Hard Riders, 119. Had Brad and Rusty take first place. Tracy and Toby second place. And Chris K and Bonita had some throwers there that night. I saw the night. Zach's there and Brad's there, so we're going to have a few throwers there tonight too. So go see Scott at Hard Riders. BB number 59, Taddy and Rusty. That's 2 for Rusty. Taddy and Rusty got first place. Chris K, another podium for him, and Lewis got second. And then Jackie K and Anthony Kirk got third. Well, it's 2 for Chris and 2 for Rusty. ACO World Doubles. I think this was the Tuesday night after Cider Cup, maybe November 26th, something like that. You got Slim Reapers first. I think they have maxed out, if I'm correct. I think they've maxed out in doubles. So
Already?
Yeah. Well, in regional points. I think they've won 8 regionals. So I could be one off, but I think they're maxed out. And I mean, they probably got some pretty good major points. They're looking to finish in the top 20 in doubles and potentially have a really good year. Bud and Chris Labiak got second, and Lock and Key, Zach and Karabek got third. ACO Co-Ed, you got Lisa and Brandon, Lock and Key. I think that's Zach and Karabek, so I think it is. Basement Bags. And Basement Bags, I didn't look who that was. I just wrote it down. I think that's Paxton and I'm not sure who play with Stacy, maybe.
Stacy, yeah.
Yeah. So Basement Bags got third. 501 number 183. We just did one switch the other night. Went back old school. Did total points, and not sure I'll be doing that much in Cabot like that. That's total points is a different. When you put everybody in the pool and you do total points, for me as like the person who runs a tournament, it's not fun for me to see. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want everything to be fair, so to speak. You know, I mean, I don't like seeing loaded teams. But
what ends up happening there is you get an advanced player that may not have advanced partners through the switch, and then that advanced player is low and then gets a top player, like themselves. So,
I think my last game I played Zach, and I think maybe it was Lee, and we scored like 8 points. I mean, I won my first 2 games and scored 20+ points. When you throw an 8-point round in there or a 10-point round there, I mean, there's nothing you do about it. Like, I mean, it has no effect on, I mean, it's, people can say sandbag, but it depends on who your partners get and who you play. And, total points is tough. Like, it's, but the cream always rises to the top, I mean, it just, I mean, it's just, it is what it is. But first place, Zach and Anthony. Second place, Lisa and Phil. And then third place, Brandon and Sam. So I think that's it on tournaments, man. We ain't really had that many in the last couple of weeks. I know there was a lot of bags being thrown, but just not as far as 501 tournaments. We were off the last Friday night and Saturday, but like to get to some of the upcoming stuff. Is there any comments or anything?
I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, you can't look. Well, I'm not very good at checking the comments. I got my phone on a tripod, but I'm not good at checking it. But
I've got to get my laptop figured out. So
tomorrow night we'll be holding ACL World Singles and BB. I think we have 20-something signed up. Next Tuesday night we will be off, and then the following Tuesday we're going to do ACO doubles and co-ed and BB. So that would be 12-17 ACO doubles and co-ed. That weekend will be the major in Fort Smith. So will not be any cornhole at the VFW that night. So I think I don't have an account, but I think 30+ players are going to Fort Smith.
Yeah.
Just count them. So I mean, that's going to be it's going to be the first ever major in Fort Smith. I think it's going to become a yearly thing, but it's not going to be this weekend. I think the weekend is going to move up to like maybe the first weekend in December moving forward.
Yeah.
So I just think that with the venue they had to get in, but So this will be the first year for Fort Smith. So we have 2 majors in Arkansas now. We'll have Fort Smith and Bentonville in March. So I think we'll have a big turnout for that. This Friday night, we'll have ACO World Doubles in Cabot, and we're going to run a switch also. Wednesday night in BB, we'll have a split switch. I'm not a fan of split switches, but just trying something different, man. There's a lot of blind draws been going around, and switches. I think everybody's just kind of getting burnt on switches a little bit.
Yeah.
Just trying something different. And in the comments, man, if there's a tournament y'all like to see, we're going to run some twists coming up here pretty soon. I got some ideas for a couple twists we're going to do. On Friday night, some too, we're going to run. I think I talked about it last time on the show, but we're going to do some BYLPs with like have our normal BYLP, but then have a PPR limit of like 14. So we'll have 2 different brackets for BYLPs. So, I mean, we give people a chance to play and be competitive. And we'll also run switches. I mean, we'll probably run 3-2-2, run 3 courts on the big BYLP, 2 on the mid BYLP, and then run a switch on the end or something. Yeah. So if we can get 16 players in the switch, 16 in another BYLP and 16 in the big B, I mean, that'd be perfect. So that will be coming up. And I think that's it. Winter Slider Cup, Toys for Tots, Charles V, and ACO doubles, co-ed on the 17th, ACO doubles this Friday night. Please get pre-registered. I think we'll have a pretty big turnout for the ACO World Doubles this Friday night. I mean, everybody's gonna get their last minute points for Fort Smith. So, any comments?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Okay, cool. Now to the monkey room. We'll do a little Slider Cup. First of all, I want to thank everybody that went and participated. I know there was probably people that wanted to go play. We probably honestly had enough for 3 teams. It's just hard to organize that and get it all done. And picking the teams is extremely hard when you have so many players. And the fact that we have so many good players and we're really deep. And, there's a lot that goes into making these decisions, and just the time. I mean, I know me and you probably talked on the phone 24 hours prior to Slider Cup with different scenarios and different people. And there's just a lot that goes into it. And we had a really good year this year. I feel like, of course, this is probably one of the better teams we've taken. I mean, I felt really good about last year's team, but this year's team was special. Your team did really well. I mean, both teams competed. I don't know. You got any thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, and both teams, which your team, winning, obviously, they played great. I was super proud of my team. I mean, that brings me back to it's not when especially with my team when we're sitting down trying to figure out who to bring onto that team. It's and again, I've said this before. It's not just about how well you throw. I want positive people, good attitudes. They're going to give 110%, and this is the first time we've had a show since then, and I'm only singling a couple of people out. I mean, there was lots of people, out there playing their hardest, like John Holman and Jordan Kirk and Jamie Smith. They're out there, trying to get it done. It would have been nice to have a 1-2 finish, but maybe next year.
Yeah, I mean, and again, man, like when you have so many people, like I wish the team could be 36 players. I mean, I wish,
Yeah,
but it's the top 16, and the whole thing is it's a club. The whole Cider Cup has kind of lost its um the meaning, because it's supposed to be your club. It's supposed to be the top 16 players or your 16 players in your club, but there's really no way to. I I don't think there's any right way to determine. I mean, um, we've tried tryouts, we've tried qualifiers, and I still don't feel like there's not going to be any way that you get the exact perfect 16 on the team. And
right.
frankly, like I don't know that I want the best 16 players. I mean that takes away from, like, if you called a 501 team and you just got 16 random people who you think are the best 16 players, but it's not a 501 base. It's not a
Right.
501 team. So I
Right.
mean, like, as long as I ever have anything to do with it, it's going to be a 501 team, and it's going to be you're going to have a 501 base in there. I'm not
Yeah.
just putting random people on the team just to go win it. So I mean,
Right.
if you're looking for favoritism or anything like that, then we're not going to be the group for you, because I'm going to take who I feel like is showed out through the year, played through the year, and I have a list, man. I got my book where every week I wrote down who I kind of thought was, and I mean, I had a list of about 25 to 30 players. And I do think after our top 4 or 5 players, I feel like you could take 5 through 30 and it would have been the same result. Like, I have no doubt in my mind. Like, I feel like we're that deep. And
Yeah.
I think you could interchange 11 with 27 or 12 with 20.
Right.
And,
Right.
and it would have been just fine. I mean, I
Yeah.
really do believe that. I really believe that we're that deep. And that's a good thing, but also in my behalf, it's a bad thing. I can't tell you how many nights, man, I wake up and I'm just sitting there. Like, I went through stats last year. I went through everyone's records last year, how they performed last year. And I'm going to tell you, I did more homework on the Cider Cup than I've done on any other Cider Cup. It was one of the hardest decisions that I had to make, because I'm just being honest. Like, I mean, just true transparency. Last year, our team consisted of 2 teams. You had the other team up north a little bit, and you had us. I had a hard time personally putting some of those players on the team. I did. I mean, I'm not. This. I mean, I've told you this. So, I mean, like, very hard time. I mean, very, very lots of conversations with people, lots of conversations with them, and I mean, it ended up working out, man. It was just it was a really good finish, man. We went the first team, or the 501 team, went 54-10 in singles, 24-8 in doubles, and 12-4 in quads. And
Yeah.
I think everyone knew in quads that it was over, and they just were playing. And singles won 11 of the 16 seeds. So I mean, like, that's
what it takes.
So I mean, good job to everyone. I appreciate everyone going and representing and playing it the right way, and no complaints from anyone. I mean, it went great. Whitney did a great job running it, got over. I mean, I was surprised that it got over so early. Like, it was like, Chris was like, "It's almost over." And I'm like, "Yeah." It's just like, "Let's go." It's just ready to go home.
Yeah. That's the first time it's happened like that. The last 2 years were brutal. So
yeah. But I know the next year's Cider Cup will be. I was pushing for June, but more than likely it's not going to be June. I have to run ACO State in June, and then I think they're going to have talking to Scott Scrivener today, and congrats to him, coming to ACL director. I was talking to him earlier, and I think their state's going to be in June also. So the likelihood of the Cider Cup being in June is slim to none. So,
so more than likely to be back in October next year.
Hopefully, I'm going to push for August, but October's just busy, or maybe we can push it back to November. I don't know, but
or September. I wasn't a huge fan of the weekend right before Thanksgiving, but
I wasn't either. But we get to host it next year, and maybe there's a date in August, when it's 100 something degrees outside, and we go sit in a gym all weekend and play cornhole.
Yeah.
So I mean that's we'll look at dates, look at venues, and I guess we get to play it in Central Arkansas next year. So I mean, I'll start digging around for some spots, and depending on how many teams we get, that depends on how big of a venue. I don't know how many teams are going to be willing to come next year. I hope it's more than 5. I know there's more than 80 players in the state of Arkansas that want to play in it. And we welcome more teams. I don't necessarily think I think me and Whitney was talking about the 64 courts. I think there will be a Slider Cup committee formed, with a lot of the people, so we can make decisions and fix the rules and go back to what it's supposed to be. And that's a club setting. It's not recruiting. It's not doing any of that. And
yeah, well, I like to put a rule in place that, that person, has to, have that particular club as their Scorholio club home.
Yeah.
They have to play a certain amount of times.
5-6 months. I mean, 6 months.
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%. And there's some. You could say something about every team. Probably like you could go look at every team that participated and say, well, this person's not there, this person's not there. So I mean, like you could say that about every club.
Yeah.
But we got to fix that, and maybe this year we can, bring it back to what it is, and that's a club and where it's not recruiting. So,
yeah.
Man, I appreciate everybody. I mean, this is for the group. We all push each other. We all play against each other. We all make each other better. So, I mean, every time we play, it's for us. I think I'm more excited just to bring it and set it out there and it's not 100% for selfish reasons. It's just, it's been a long time coming. So super excited about it. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it probably had about 2 inches of dust in there. And someone said, "Why don't you drink a beer out of it?" And I did. I can't believe I did that. So I was shocked that I did that. But I want y'all to keep to Sean Peters in your prayers. Got some stuff going on. I think we're going to do something for him. I got to get something scheduled, maybe do it in BB this Wednesday or next Wednesday. I don't know. We need to get something going for him. But anyway, you got anything else?
No.
I have no comments. I didn't do a question of the day either, or a question of the show. And also, I have I don't know where it's at. I got the November player of the month too. We need to talk about that. We haven't decided on anyone yet. I'm going to put a little more thought into it this month. Look at some stats. And so, we haven't given it out yet. So we're still looking at the November player of the month. And we also have the December player of the month trophy. So be looking at it and checking it out. But you got anything?
No.
Get pre-registered, split switch, singles tomorrow night, split switch Wednesday night. Appreciate everybody. Slider Cup, man. Team did awesome. Thank you for being a captain, Jimmy. You've always been a great asset to me, for sure.
A great ass to you.
I said asset. I trust your opinion.
Pretty sure you said ass, but it's okay.
Well, you're that too. But anything else?
No.
All right, good. I'm gonna get off watching Monday Night Football. May
Yeah.
all your beers stay cold and all your bags go in the hole. We'll see you tomorrow night in BB.
See y'all.